Hi everyone, and welcome to our third session in our beginner series.
This session is going to be used for people that are working with a ventilator to breathe, but it's completely non-movement and it's not working with your breath, so it's also suitable for anyone that wants to give it a go. Today in particular, Lauren and I are going to be looking at using the moon, the Chandra Mandala in yoga as part of inspiration. So as part of this, it's going to be a lot of working with the coolness of your system, of the way you think, of bringing your awareness into that. So last session, we looked at using the sun as part of our inspiration. So we did a lot on heat. This is going to be the flip side. So to begin with, get yourself set up. So you want to get yourself as comfortable as you can. So if that means you're lying in bed, make sure there's nothing disturbing you. Likewise, if you're in a chair, also just get up and be set up so that you're really comfortable in how you position for the meditation. The first thing, of course, to do once you're set up is come into yourself. So with this practice that you're choosing to do today, really acknowledge what it is that you're looking for from the practice. Come into your body, come into your mind, your senses, and ask yourself what it is that you're looking for. To make sure that you seal it in. So this is something that's special to choose to do these practices. And it's something that can be very transforming in your day as well. So really acknowledge that you're taking the time, the effort, the energy to come into your practice and mentally seal it with a bow. So you mentally take a bow to yourself for this group energy that we create when we do this practice, but you're not the only one. And also to the methodology itself. Namaste. So become aware of your edges. So first of all, just bring your awareness into the top of your head, to your ears, to your face, to the back of your head. Maybe lower down, but just go to the very extremities, to your edges of your awareness. And then relax back in, so soften a bit. Just be aware of what you're in, the system that you're in today. So with this practice, you can bring in whatever your day has already been like. Whatever's in your emotions, in your energy, whatever's been going on, you bring it all into your practice. It's all fuel. So you really feel the reality of what it is for you in your body, in your mind, in your system at this moment. So it's all able to be part of. So it's with this energy, your actual life, not the dream life, not the ideal life. It's like what's really going on, bring it all in and use it as fuel for your practice. I'm going to be using the wood block again to help us go through the awareness of going from the outside to our inside. So with this is a lot of what we call the vaka, discernment. So you're really looking, not just with the eyes, but with the feeling sensation within us, that we have a relationship with life, with our environment, the relationships, our thoughts. So using that discernment to understand where we're at right now, but also how we can transform it, that relationship. So we can change our inner chemistry, our inner biology with our awareness. Okay, so keeping our eyes closed, just again become aware of your environment and remind yourself that you can't get this wrong. Allow yourself to be soothed by your own practice. Okay, so the wood block is about to begin. So we're going to be working with the pulse that it creates. So just becoming aware of that sound. Okay, very gently, we're going to open our eyes slightly, just allow them to be gently open. And become aware of what's around you. So just notice what you can see. Notice the level of light in the room around you. Notice where the light lands. Notice the colour of the room. Notice also where there's darkness. Notice the contrast between those light and dark textures. Notice the depth of your surroundings. Notice the way your surroundings are to you today, whether familiar or maybe the slight changes. Find the contrast. Now notice how your eyes are slightly flickering or blinking. And now enable your eyes to gently close. So just feeling into your eyes the physical sensation. Keeping your eyes closed, change your awareness to coming into your ears. Feeling into your physical ears. What can you hear around you? Notice the sounds that are distant. Notice the middle distance sounds. Notice sounds that are close to you. And now notice any sounds within you. Keeping your eyes closed, bring your awareness now to your face. Notice how your skin feels. Notice points of warmth, but also of coolness. Notice how your facial muscles feel. Are there areas that are relaxed, or maybe there's some tension? Just notice. Notice how your forehead feels. Let go of tension in the forehead. Notice how your mouth feels. Relax the mouth and the jaw. Now bring your awareness to your tongue. Notice how your mouth tastes. Just notice if it's a familiar or maybe an unfamiliar taste. Now traveling up, bring your awareness into your nose. Notice any sensations within your nose. And even if you can smell anything internally, to be aware of these sensations as they play themselves out. So notice internal smell, taste, skin sensation, even sound and sight, but on the inside. So keeping your awareness within you. So noticing the power of your awareness. So we're going to move it within the head, the face, and to the very core. So bring the awareness to the very surface, your head, your face, back of head. So come to outside. Feel the sensations on your skin. Now travel internally. We're going to that point between your eyebrows. So mentally drawing a line between each of your ears and from the point between your eyebrows to the back of the head. Come into this space where those two lines intersect. The very midbrain, the center of your brain. We're going to be working from this point and back out again. So being in the point, the middle of the brain, slowly come out to the surface of your skin. Stay there. Be with any sensations. And then gradually go back to that center of brain. So you're pulsing back inward. Staying at that center of brain. Coming out again. So you're feeling the change, the journey to the outside. Staying on the outside, skin, back of head. And then gradually coming into the center again, middle brain, the center of the brain. Staying there, feeling that space. And coming back out again, so you're feeling that pulse, working with your nervous system, staying at the outside, feeling the sensations, and back in again, coming into the center of your brain. Resting here a moment. So again, feeling the potential, sending that energy out to the outside of your face, head, neck. Staying there, feeling that connection with life outside of you, and then coming back to your center again. So feeling into that space, place where you feel safe, secure, but also all this potential to bring out to the surface again, that interest in life. Staying there on the outside, feeling that fullness, and then coming back to the core again, to the middle of brain. Being in that place, allowing some calm to come in. Staying there another beat. And one more time, coming out to the surface. Feeling that connection with the outside world. Before then choosing to dive back in. Now the woodblock's going to stop. Now, stay on the inside. It's just feeling those pulses with your mental attention, like the energy that it creates, the fluidity, but also the potential, the harnessing that goes on inside. That you can transform anything with your mind's awareness. The way you are relating to the day, the way you are relating to your life. Find your energy, your connection, the ability to change and transform with your awareness. Feel the energy that you've been creating within your system. That is all within all of us. That huge potential to work with our reality, to work with our desires, to work with what life has handed us. So using all that energy that you've been creating and harnessing within yourself. Now send it gently throughout the whole of your face, your head, your neck, but also the rest of your body. Whether you have feeling sensation or not, There are silent areas, or those areas that still give a little bit of signal. Allow it to expand with your mind's awareness throughout the whole of your body. So using that energy, your connection with life throughout the whole of your body. Giving yourself permission to be with any sensations, with whatever's going on within the system, but really owning the whole of your body. And very slowly bring your awareness like a trickle back up and into that midpoint of your brain. Coming to the eyebrow center as we slowly journey towards the end of the practice. Reminding yourself what it is that you're looking for from your own practice. Acknowledging the changes, the transformation that you can create in a very short space of time within your system. Feeling what it is to have that power within our own lives to work with the small things to make great changes. And so to acknowledge this power, just take an internal bow again to yourself, thanking yourself for your practice, thanking that group energy of the people that practice with us, and thanking the yogic methodology. Namaste.